Good evening, everybody. So on the painting table tonight we have some zombies from Project Z. For those of you that don't know, Project Z is a Warlord post-apocalyptic game designed for zombie conflict and inter-gang conflict. Obviously tonight I'm just going to be seeing if I can get some of these zombies painted up. I've had this now for about a year or so. I've obviously got all the biker gang done. There's a biker gang chief. I've got some special forces for it as well, and then I've got some male survivors. There we go. What I'll be doing is, obviously once the zombies are painted, I'll be looking to get a battle report or something sorted out for this. It's quite simple rules really, nothing special, nothing major, just basically turn up and try not to get eaten by zombies. So what else? Well, obviously this is just not that brush. This is obviously just one of the games that I play, but we'll be looking, as I say, to get a game of this in at some point. So, I mean, my painting style is fairly basic, fairly simple, to be quite honest. Nothing major, nothing special. It's mainly, if it looks good from 3 feet away, that will do. So, I mean, as you can see with some of these special forces guys, it's not necessarily the best in the world. A little bit of detail picked out here and there, just a bit of a wash over the top. But as you can tell, from 3 feet away, it looks pretty good. So, and then sometimes I go into a little bit of detail. I mean, this guy, he's got a little bit of blood splatter. I'm not sure if that will show up on the camera. A little bit of blood splatter on there from the chainsaw. So, yes. So Project Z. If any of you have seen The Walking Dead, then it's pretty much that, really. You've got lots of different capabilities that you can give people. What you see is what you get with the miniatures, which is quite interesting, because obviously what they're armed with is what they have, which sometimes adds an interesting dynamic to the game. I mean, sometimes you get things like, obviously there's a guy that I just showed you with the chainsaw. That's a rather interesting weapon. Pretty good at mulling through people and zombies, but a little bit unwieldy. So sometimes you have to be careful and have to think about where you're sending your people and what you're asking them to do. As I say, it's, the survivors and everybody were fairly easy to paint. I got all of them painted up fairly quickly. It's just the zombies have been sat here for a little while, so I thought I'd get them done. So, if there is anything that you guys want to see me paint on the channel, I do have some Games Workshop miniatures, although I'm not really a Games Workshop player anymore. I started off on Games Workshop. Started off doing Dark Angels, surprisingly enough. And given the fact that Leonard Johnson's just turned up, it's a bit funny that really. So I started off as Dark Angels when I was about 13. Obviously was wargaming before that with my father and everybody else in the family and a couple of friends. But so I started off with Dark Angels, and then I didn't really get into anything other than Games Workshop stuff till I was, must have been about 10-11 years ago now, when I picked up a copy of Bolt Action, the starter set, which was quite interesting. So it got me involved with all the World War II side of stuff, then a little bit about World War II and the different uniforms and so on. Different tactics, and decided that I'd focus on D-Day for Bolt Action. So not only that, because obviously the Band of Brothers starter set does kind of focus on the American Airborne to begin with, but I've got a varied selection of miniatures now for that. So I've obviously got some Germans, which I'm kind of like Panzer Grenadiers. Again, not historically accurate, but somewhere near the right colours. So if you look at it from 3 feet away, it looks quite good. And then obviously I've got quite a few American Airborne. I've got 82nd Airborne, 101st Airborne. Again, not necessarily painted up 100% historically accurate, but for wargaming purposes, they're good enough. There you can tell which squad's which, and they look okay from 3 feet away. And then obviously I've got a couple of vehicles, and then I have quite a few. Well, I've got a small contingent of British Airborne as well. So again, they're actually painted. They weren't actually painted by me. They were painted by somebody else. So they're slightly more detailed than I would normally do. But it's unless you determined to pick the figures up, again, it's not necessarily something you really worry too much about. Yeah. So as I say, if there's anything you guys would like to see me play specifically or anything like that, I did recently finish my Blood Bowl project, which was painting teams for myself and my stepson, which is quite interesting. I want the green, that's one. Yeah, so sort of painting images for myself and my stepson, which, as I say, is quite interesting. Which hopefully we will, try and get a game of at some point, and then you guys can see the Blood Bowl being played and see the orcs and everybody. Now I'm painting this guy up as one of the bikers because he's got a leather jacket on, so it's going to be a zombie biker. Yeah, so really I suppose I should have painted him the same time I did them, but it's okay. It's okay, we will get there. So yeah, so I'm just going to crack on with these guys, and then hopefully we'll be back once I've got a little bit more done. So see you in a bit. Progress on these, so obviously just very basic paint schemes really, nothing too major, nothing too special. And then, as I say, I'll put a little bit of the strong tone army painter over the top, just to dull that down a bit, add a little bit of texture and flavour and so on. As I was saying, it's quite a simple painting style I've got. At the minute I'm using a combination of Vallejo paints, Warlord paints, a couple of Citadel paints, and some miniature paints. And as I say, they all go over with some Army Painter Quick Shade Strong Tone over the top. I find this painting style is actually quite quick, quite simple. Means you can get your models on the table nice and quickly and easily. So yeah, so I'm going to crack on and see if I can get a couple more of these painted tonight, and hopefully see you guys soon. So again, if you have any suggestions as to what you'd like to see me do, or play, or paint, or anything, just put a comment down, and I'll do the usual YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Obviously I've got a new channel, so just trying this out. Lovely. Thank you guys, and catch you later.